All right, it's Thursday, January the 9th, the year 2020. The King James Bible is the perfect Word of God. Whether you like it or not, you can hold it in your hand, read it, believe it, and apply it to your life. I got a letter here today in the P.O. Box from a lady by the name of Destany Field. And it appears that she is in the Cascade County Sheriff's Adult Detention Center. Destany Field was, we were made aware of her by a man in Alaska named Brian Christie. And my little understanding of her story is that Destany Field was fighting the CPS, Child Protective System, and she ended up she ended up having her child taken away, and then she was protesting publicly outside the courthouse, and they arrested her and threw her in prison. Now it appears that she is from Montana, and I sent her an introduction to our ministry. As part of that introduction, we have a photocopy of the business card that we pass out. It has a photocopy of that business card, which has pictures of prisoners, and they rejected the entire letter. So Destiny did not receive the letter that we mailed to her, which is typical amongst the children of the devil, because the children of the devil will do anything they can to keep the children of God from communicating. So Destiny did not receive my letter, and she knows nothing about our prison ministry or what we do, but she did get a mail rejection notice with our address. So all she knows is that I mailed her a letter. She did not get the letter, and she's writing me back. And I will scan this envelope, and I will scan her letter, but I'm going to read her letter, and I'm going to try to send her yet another letter without a photocopy of the business card in hopes that she can receive it. On the back of her envelope, it says, "I didn't know God's all I needed until God was all I had." It says the roster on Cascade County Detention Center, Great Falls, Montana, will show if I'm still here, or if I'm not, I'll likely be in passages. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're going to move her to a different facility. So they could be moving her around to different facilities. I know for some reason she got the attention of Brian Christie, and Brian Christie was advocating for her and wanted people to know about her. I think there was an article on her as well, and I'll put that in the description bar. But let me read her letter. Okay, here's her letter. "Dear Rudy and Aaron, I received notification that I received mail from you. However, it contained prohibited items. Quote, photocopies, quote. Therefore, they only gave me notification, and I'm not allowed to receive what you sent. Whatever it was, thank you for reaching out. Being here is pretty hard. I'm in a pod where I am locked down 23 hours a day, only allowed 1 hour out a day." This is a mother, for goodness sake. "To put it mildly, I am having a very difficult time staying positive. I'm unsure if you are reaching out in reference to the peaceful protest against CPS and my daughter. If you are, please let all know that no matter what happens, standing up for what's right will always be the route I take. Integrity means everything. So many have been oppressed and targeted, and I do not foresee a means to end the corruption and collusion that is rampant within this entity, that's something under the interest." Sorry, her handwriting is a little rough. "I do not foresee a means to end the corruption and collusion that is rampant within this entity that hides under the veil. They are acting in children's best interest. If we stand together and continue sharing our testimonies in a peaceful manner, we will be heard. One cannot stand alone, though. Knowing what's right doesn't mean much unless you do what's right." Theodore Roosevelt. "I spend most days here self-reflecting and reading books to change my perception, specifically AA and NA literature. What is AA? Like Alcoholics Anonymous, right? I don't know, maybe. And then NA, what's NA? Narcotics Anonymous? Is it narcotics? So I guess that's the only literature she has is AA and NA, Narcotics Anonymous literature. She goes on to say, I read the Bible every day, specifically Psalm 69 and 91. I've been resentenced to 2 years deferred for the custodial interference that was going to be dismissed that I took a plea for, with the hope I would get Alora back. In addition, I guess Alora might be her daughter, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. If I make any mistakes, I'm going to refer to you to the scan of her letter, which will be in the description, because I could be reading some things wrong. Sometimes their handwriting is a little tough. In addition, I've been ordered to Passages. It's a treatment facility in Billings, Montana. I'm hoping to be transferred there soon. After completion, I'm ordered to re-enter a drug treatment court program. My judge has suggested moving out of Great Falls, Montana, as he said I have burned too many bridges in Great Falls for protesting. Blacklisting is illegal, and that has occurred, unfortunately, to me. If you are a believer, please pray for Alora and me. I can only accept the situation and make the best of it and persevere through these trials and tribulations. Hope to hear back. And then it has her name, Destany Field. So I'm going to put the article that's been written about her. I'm going to try to find a photo of her. And this is our first letter from her. We will mail her another letter, which does not have a photocopy of our business card. I mean, it's just insanity, right? God forbid that the children of God would try to communicate with each other and we put a photocopy in the letter. Just the rules and policies of these prison mailrooms make me so angry, but I'm going to work really hard to keep my temper. And I pray that you also write Destany Field a letter of encouragement and let her know that you have not forgotten about her, you have not abandoned her, and you love her, and investigate her case. Thank you for your time.